Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about clickbait. So how many viewers do you think I've lost already? Clickbait is something I think we all use to some extent. Now obviously not everybody uses it to the extent that I just used it. There are some people that will though. Throw up a picture of a pretty girl, and of course that's all based on the simple fact that most guys, they just lose all sense of everything when they see a pretty girl. And you could title something like, you could title the video something like, "You're going to get kicked in the crotch if you click this link," and they're still going to click it because there's a pretty girl. It does make me wonder how many, son of a gun, how many people have already abandoned ship. They click the link and think, "Oh, listen, girls in bikinis, this is just some guy driving around." Well, for those of you that click the link because of the girl and you've lasted this long, I feel you deserve some kind of payoff. Never let it be said that I was not a believer in equal rights. You ladies that have come here, obviously you probably didn't click on it because of the picture, but if you've made it this far, you deserve a little something too. Just passed a guy talking to himself on the road. Thought, how odd is that? But then there's my phone, had to make an appearance. I thought the people watching me drive down the road yapping to myself were probably thinking the same thing. So yeah, but when it comes to clickbait, I think all of us do it to some extent. Now, for the most part, it's used not in a totally dishonest way, for lack of a better word. Like I say, what I've done here, what I've done for this video, that was a complete and outright lie. Well, what hot girls in bikinis you're going to see, you've already seen. But for the most part, you know, people will use an enticing thumbnail or title. Admittedly, I'm horrible with titles. I don't know what to name stuff. Can't say I'm exactly a master of the thumbnail either. For the most part, I just wait until the three options come up and then just use something. I guess I should get where I purposefully make a thumbnail more often, but let's see if I can get up here on US 82. But I am guilty of it. A good example, like I said, I don't want to make it seem like I'm dogging anybody or anything, so I'll use myself as an example. For the video, so you want to be a ghost hunter, which don't watch X is horrible. As I was making the video, at one point I kind of veered off and said something about storage wars. And while talking about storage wars, I used a picture of Mary Pattian. And I'm going to try and use that same picture here. Well, when the options for a thumbnail came up, the options were not very good. And so I thought, well, when all else fails, go with the cute girl. Mary Pattian, even though she has absolutely nothing to do with ghost hunting, Mary Patty, and the picture of Mary Patty was one of the thumbnail options, so I used it. And I have no doubt that, it's my phone again, I have no doubt that at least a few people probably clicked on it either A, because hey, who's the cute girl, or B, what the hell does Mary Patty have to do with So You Want Me to Ghost Hunter? But still, the video itself was what it was. And I did use the picture of Mary Patty in the video, even though it didn't really have anything to do with the topic of the video. It was just kind of a little side thing that came up. I have noticed that some people will go way too far. I have seen people use, much like I have done here, admittedly, they'll use a picture that has well, the ones that are really bad are the pictures that they kind of have something to do with what's going on in the video, but not really. And again, I guess it just kind of, you can just kind of blame it on being a guy. Boobs. That's what's going to get you clicks. Boobs will get you clicks, no matter what. No matter what the video is. Boobs. So I guess as much as anything, I'm just curious. Do you consciously use clickbait? Has anybody ever done that? Everybody ever just said, hey, I'm going to post this because I know it's going to get me clicks? Even though, yeah, maybe it's a little bit of a stretch for it having anything to do with the video itself. I know I've seen titles too. I've seen people title their video something just knowing somebody is going to click on it. The downside to that is a lot of times I'll see a video pop up and I'll just be like, oh bull, that's clickbait, I'm not watching that, just go away. So sometimes the clickbait can backfire. That's the word I've been trying to find for the last 5 minutes. It can backfire because if somebody senses that it's clickbait, they may not watch the video just because of that. Anybody want to gander or guess at how many dislikes I'm going to get on this? No, most of my audience is down here on the bottom of YouTube. Well, let's just face facts, all of my audience is on the bottom of YouTube. But it may do you some good to know that some of the bigger YouTubers still use clickbait. I've seen a couple of them admit to it. I've seen a couple of the bigger YouTubers admit that they'll make a thumbnail a particular way, or they'll title something in a particular way to get people to click on it. And apparently that's very important these days. I guess maybe I need to look around and see how I can do that better, since it's so important. Honestly, other than the obvious, I am a heterosexual male, so yes, boobs are going to attract my attention. But other than that, I don't really pay that much attention to the thumbnail. I don't think. Well, maybe, at least not with the channels I watch regularly anyway. You know, if Mr. G comes up with a video, I'm going to watch it. If Sean Rocket Boxes comes up with a video, I'm going to watch it. It doesn't really matter what the thumbnail is. It doesn't really matter what the title is. I'm going to check it out. I don't know. Maybe with channels I'm not as familiar with, maybe subconsciously, the thumbnail could make a difference. But personally, I think using something a little clickbaity every now and then isn't such a bad idea. It's the people that do it all the time. If you're doing it constantly, then you start falling into a boy who cried wolf kind of scenario. Where like people are like, him again, or her again. Okay, thanks for watching. If you did just stumble across the channel, check out the other videos. I do a little bit of everything. This is my weekly vlog. Just throwing out random stuff. And of course, if you're already a subscriber, thanks for watching, and give me a thumbs up. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.